Remixing a song, I would say, is actually easier than having to produce a song from scratch yourself. However, it's like you're already starting with the blueprint, so all you have to do is build something around basically what's already been crafted for you. This is how to remix a song the easy way. You can use these methods in any DAW of your choice, but today I'm going to be working in GarageBand. All right. So you may or may not have seen that I issued you guys a remix challenge last week with Lander. If you haven't already entered the challenge, I'm going to leave a link down in the description for you to go ahead and do that because there's only 1 week left to do so. Now, why would I want to enter this random remix challenge with Lxgend? Because you love me. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, to sum it all up, we're giving away microphones and headphones from Shure, plugins from Baby Audio, and the grand prize of co-releasing your version of the track with me. This will be an official release to my single Glow, so it's going to be a pretty big deal. We're also going to be doing distribution splits with 40% going to me and the winner, 10% going to Lander, and 1% going to 10 voters. Now, I'm super excited to see what you guys come up with, but for those who have their doubts, you would never pick me. My music is not good enough. I don't have the right plugins or the right equipment. Maybe I have a hard time coming up with ideas. Well, follow my lead. First, you'll want to listen to the original.
Trying to get you on my team because you know I glow.
You know how Batman movies keep getting released over and over and over by new directors? It's basically they're doing movie remixes. So you can think of it as that. What sonic story can you tell, and how are you going to communicate this in the way that you produce? Let's go ahead and drag our stems over to our DAW. You can literally just click and drag all the folders and drop them right into your DAW if you're using GarageBand or Logic, and it'll automatically recognize every single audio file that you pull over. If you're working in a different DAW, the process may be the same, or you may have to load each and every individual sample on its own track. Whatever your workflow is, make sure you follow that to import these stems into your session. And then next up, you want to set the BPM and the key of your project. At this point, I usually don't commit too much too soon. I just like to feel out the creative process and see what I can create. Are you going to make the drums more heavy, more light, more bouncy? Are you going to change the beat from something more structured to something more syncopated? Or maybe you want to half time everything or double time everything. The choice is up to you, but this is where you can really get creative. Seems like Drake and everybody's into dance nowadays, so I'm gonna use Chromatic to find some drums. Let's get lost, hey! And the best part about this is you don't have to know how to play an instrument in order to produce. Give me that, give me that. You can use the black and white keys to trigger different combinations of rhythm and sound. Just make sure that when you use loops and samples that you make them your own. What's cool is when you use loops and samples, you have unlimited potential to unlimited drum patterns made by other people. So you don't have to be a master producer yet in order to make these remixes. Just use a loop, use a sample, use Chromatic. These tools were made for a reason, and they're made for people to be able to express themselves and do something that they love. So don't let people tell you loops and samples is not really making music. Have fun. Let's go.
Trying to get you on my team because you know I glow. Hey. Know I glow.
Typically what I like to do with a remix is keep some elements of the original song so that when people listen to the remix, it gives that familiarity that people need when they're listening to these songs so that they can still relate to it, even though it's presented in a different package.
Come on around and see what I can show. If you're feeling low, let me lift you up. I'm
You want to make something lo-fi, you want to make something dance, you want to make something jungle, African. Guess what? There's a set for that. And where you can really hear the differences and the changes that I made in the melody is in the second verse.
Everybody hands up, let's go. Are you really ready for the glow? I don't think you even really know. Come on around and see what I can show. If you're feeling low, let me lift you up. I'm trying to get
The single most important thing to remember is to follow your own flow. Try to customize these sounds as much as you can.
throw away my planner. I call this high-rise lo-fi. You can call it manna. If you don't understand, then you're not listening. I'm just so elevated now, my skin is glistening. I'm trying to get you on my team because you know I know. Got the keys to show.
So now we're at the end of the process. This is where we listen to the song in its entirety. The instrumentation, the vocals that we've added, and make your final decisions. Then finally, once you're ready, your remix is finished. All right, so with that said, you guys have 1 week left to get your submissions in. I'm excited to review this stuff on the stream with you guys, which is going to be July 2nd. The music video will be premiering on my channel July 4th. I should probably sit down. But until then, get to creating, get to submitting. Don't just create, you gotta submit the song too. And also vote on your favorite tracks. I'm excited. Let's go. I'm stoked.
I'm trying to get you on my team because you know I know. Got the keys to show. And if you don't wanna leave the past, then let me go. That's all I know. I'm trying to get you on my team because you know I know. Got the keys to show. And if you don't wanna leave the past, then let me go. That's all I know.